Who doesn't crave a slice of island life? Somewhere you can slip off your shoes, forget about work, and have a cold drink in your hand, almost without asking. But island getaways are so much more than lazy afternoons on the sand. They can be packed with adventure, water sports, close-up encounters with wildlife, and ancient cultures that stretch back thousands of years. Whether you're chasing that classic tropical beach escape or dreaming of a wild, untouched ecosystem far from the crowds, there's an island out there that feels made just for you. In this video, we're zeroing in on 20 of the most beautiful islands in the world. Number 20, Zanzibar Island, Tanzania. Nicknamed the Spice Island, Zanzibar was once one of East Africa's most important trading hubs, and that legacy still lingers in the air. It's the largest and most populated island in its archipelago, sitting just off the coast of Tanzania, and it tempts visitors with sugar-white beaches and deep cultural roots. Wander slowly through the winding alleys of Stone Town, where African, Arab, Indian, and European influences blend into one mesmerizing mix of architecture, markets, and everyday life. Then head out on a spice tour to see vanilla, lemongrass, turmeric, and other fragrant crops growing in the fields. You won't just smell the spices that made Zanzibar famous, you'll taste them fresh, right where they're grown. Number 19, Antigua, Caribbean. If beaches are your love language, Antigua is basically your soulmate. This Caribbean island boasts around 365 beaches, one for every day of the year. With so many beautiful coves and bays, it's no surprise the coastline is dotted with resorts, from all-inclusive escapes to more budget-friendly stays. Many of the island's most popular resorts hug the shores of Dickinson Bay, Jolly Harbor, and the Five Islands Peninsula. But Antigua isn't only about sun loungers and cocktails. On the west and south coasts, history fans can explore Nelson's Dockyard National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where restored colonial buildings and old naval structures overlook the water. Whether you're sipping piña coladas on Half Moon Bay or wandering through centuries-old stonework, Antigua serves up tropical bliss with a side of heritage. Number 18, Kodiak Island, Alaska, USA. Not all islands mean palm trees and turquoise lagoons. Kodiak Island throws the rulebook out the window and replaces it with rugged peaks, cold seas, and wild, untamed landscapes. Here, you swap lazy beach days for epic hiking trails, offshore fishing trips, and scenic flights over dramatic coastlines. Trek on foot or hop on an ATV as you wind through thick vegetation and rolling hills, keeping an eye out for red foxes and the island's famous brown bears. For the most jaw-dropping perspective, take to the skies. From above, you can truly appreciate the raw beauty of the Katmai Coast and the sprawling Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge, where mountains plunge into the ocean and wilderness stretches as far as you can see. Number 17, the Whitsunday Islands, Australia. Scattered between the Queensland coast and the Great Barrier Reef, the Whitsundays are a cluster of 74 sun-drenched islands that feel almost unreal. This is a paradise for divers, snorkelers, and wildlife lovers, with most of the islands remaining uninhabited and teeming with life. Dolphins, sea turtles, whales, wallabies, and even saltwater crocodiles call these waters and shorelines home. Spend your days sailing over clear seas, exploring colorful coral reefs, or snorkeling with schools of tropical fish. On land, you can hike viewpoints, explore the main tourist hub of Hamilton Island, or simply sink your toes into the powdery sands of Whitehaven Beach, one of the most famous beaches in the world. Number 16, Majorca, Spain. Among Spain's Balearic Islands, Majorca stands out as a classic Mediterranean retreat with a little bit of everything. The island gets around 300 days of sunshine a year, making it ideal for lazy afternoons in quiet coves, drives through limestone mountains, and strolls through sleepy stone villages overlooking the sea. But don't let the laid-back vibe fool you. Majorca has history and energy in equal measure. You'll find Roman and Moorish ruins scattered around the island, while the capital, Palma, offers a buzzing nightlife, waterfront promenades, and gorgeous architecture. Be sure to visit the Royal Palace of La Almudayina with its Moorish influences and the Palma Cathedral, whose soaring Gothic facade creates an unforgettable skyline. Number 15. Aitutaki, Cook Islands. Aitutaki feels like a tiny slice of heaven dropped into the Pacific Ocean, famous for its impossibly turquoise lagoon and powder-soft white sands. It's the kind of place that looks like a screensaver, except it's real. Small, uninhabited islets are scattered across the lagoon, each one feeling like your own private castaway escape. Glide across the water in a kayak, snorkel alongside bright tropical fish, cruise slowly by boat, as every angle reveals another postcard-worthy view. Life here moves at a beautifully slow pace. Hammocks sway under coconut palms. The ocean glows at sunset, and every day blends into the next in the best possible way. Number 14. St. Lucia, Caribbean. In the Eastern Caribbean, St. Lucia is pure drama, in the best sense of the word. Twin volcanic spires, known as the pitons, rise sharply from the sea. Lush rainforests cloak the hills, and clifftop waterfalls tumble into hidden valleys. Banana and pineapple plantations spread across the slopes, while black sand and golden beaches curve around sheltered bays. Many visitors come for the island's top-tier resorts and romantic getaways. There's much more to explore. The capital, Castries, is a lively cruise port with bustling markets and a distinct Caribbean rhythm. Around the island, you'll find sulfur springs, secluded inlets, and late-night dance parties that keep the energy high long after sunset. Number 13. Sri Lanka. Floating in the Indian Ocean, just south of India, Sri Lanka blends gorgeous coastlines with deep history and culture. Yes, the beaches are fantastic, but the island's story stretches back roughly 2,500 years, leaving behind a treasure trove of temples, palaces, and fortified cities. From ancient sites to colonial-era forts, Sri Lanka is packed with landmarks. The fascinating cities of Galle and Kandy showcase that mix of past and present, where old stone walls, colorful markets, and sacred buildings sit side by side. Beyond the cities, you can wander through tea plantations, spot elephants and other wildlife in national parks, and soak up mountain scenery that feels worlds away from the coastal heat. Number 12. Capri, Italy. Set in the Bay of Naples, Capri is an island wrapped in myth, glamour, and sheer natural beauty. Ancient legends tell of sirens luring sailors toward its cliffs, and Roman emperors once chose it as their private retreat. The remains of Villa Jovis, Emperor Tiberius's former palace, still watch over the island from high above the sea. Today, Capri is famous for its chic streets, cliff-top views, and the legendary Blue Grotto, a sea cave where sunlight slips through a narrow opening and turns the water an electric, glowing blue. Reaching it by small boat when the tide is right is an experience in itself, as the entire cave shimmers with an almost otherworldly light. Number 11. Kauai, Hawaii, USA. Nicknamed the Garden Isle, Kauai feels like nature turned up to maximum. Cascading waterfalls, thick tropical jungle, secluded beaches, and rugged sea cliffs all compete for your attention. A trip here isn't really about sitting still. It's about choosing your own adventure. You can zip line over forest canopies, hike to hidden falls, kayak along winding rivers, or head out by boat to watch dolphins and whales. Don't miss Waimea Canyon, often called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, or the jaw-dropping Nepali coast, whose steep emerald cliffs plunge directly into the ocean. It's no wonder more than 60 movies and TV shows have been filmed here. Kauai looks like a ready-made movie set. Number 10. The Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. Off the coast of Ecuador, the Galapagos Islands are one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on Earth. This volcanic archipelago is home to animals, plants, and birds that exist nowhere else. A living laboratory that helped inspire Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Here, iguanas bask on black lava rocks, giant tortoises roam the highlands, and blue-footed boobies strut along the shore. With active volcanoes, stark lava fields, and beaches of white, red, or even green sand, the landscapes are just as unique as the wildlife. Although the islands sit near the equator, cold ocean currents create a surprisingly cool climate, even allowing the only penguin colony in the northern hemisphere to survive here. Number 9. Koh Phi Phi, Thailand. Koh Phi Phi is one of Thailand's most famous island groups, and for good reason. Its sheer limestone cliffs, emerald waters, and white sandy beaches look like they were designed for pure escapism. The islands shot to global fame after one of their bays was featured in the film The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. But there's more to Phi Phi than that one iconic spot. The 6 islands in the group are overwhelmingly beautiful, with crystal clear waters perfect for snorkeling and swimming among colorful marine life. Hop on a long-tail boat to explore nearby coves like Monkey Beach, where mischievous monkeys swing through the trees and watch visitors from the shoreline. Number 8. Lofoten Islands, Norway. In northern Norway, the Lofoten Islands are all about raw, dramatic nature. Jagged mountains rise straight out of deep fjords. Small fishing villages cling to the shoreline, and the weather can shift from calm to wild in a heartbeat. It's a dream come true for anyone who loves big landscapes and quiet off-the-grid adventures. In summer, you can cycle, hike, fish, or paddle a kayak under the midnight sun when daylight stretches late into the night. In winter, the islands transform again, offering ski touring and the chance to chase the northern lights as they dance across the sky. Through it all, traditional red-painted cabins and slow-paced village life make it feel like time has barely touched Lofoten. Number 7. The Maldives. In the heart of the Indian Ocean, the Maldives are practically the definition of a dream island escape. Hundreds of low-lying coral islands are scattered across bright blue lagoons, each ringed by coral reefs and soft white sand. Warm, tropical weather makes it beach season all year long. This is a place built for relaxation and romance. Resorts here specialize in next-level luxury with overwater villas, underwater suites, and even underwater restaurants where you can dine surrounded by schools of fish. Days naturally fall into a rhythm of swimming, sunbathing, spa treatments, and the occasional dive or snorkel trip to explore the vibrant reefs. Life in the Maldives moves at a deliberately slow, soothing pace. Number 6. Palawan, Philippines. On the western edge of the Philippines, Palawan feels like a giant adventure playground wrapped in turquoise water. The islands are carved with towering limestone cliffs, hidden bays, and crystal clear lakes and lagoons. Inland, bright blue rivers and waterfalls wind through tropical forest. Below the surface, Palawan's waters hide some legendary dive sites, including the shipwrecks of Coron Bay, where sunken vessels have slowly transformed into coral-covered reefs. Every day offers something different. Swim beneath waterfalls, kayak through narrow, cliff-lined lagoons, island hop along untouched beaches, then head out at night to watch glowing fireflies light up the trees as the sky fills with stars. Number 5. The Seychelles. The Seychelles are the kind of islands you see on luxury travel posters, and the reality actually lives up to the hype. This Indian Ocean nation is made up of 115 granite and coral islands, boasting spectacular nature reserves, lush rainforests, golden beaches, and vibrant coral reefs. Each island has its own personality. Mahé offers cultural experiences and city life. La Digue is perfect for slowing down and reconnecting with nature. Praslin is ideal for beach hopping, and Silhouette Island draws divers from around the world. On many beaches, you'll share the sand with giant Aldabra tortoises, some over 100 years old, and watch rare birds like the Seychelles black parrot flit through the trees. It's a true natural utopia. Number 4. Iceland. From colossal glaciers and thundering waterfalls to bubbling hot springs and active volcanoes, Iceland is where nature refuses to stay in the background. Even in the capital city of Reykjavik, the surrounding mountains and ocean views constantly steal the spotlight. Cut off from mainland Europe for centuries, Iceland developed a distinctive culture rich in storytelling, literature, and music. Visit in winter, to chase the northern lights shimmering overhead, or come in summer when the midnight sun bathes the landscape in endless golden light. Whether you're soaking in geothermal pools, driving past lava fields, or hiking across ice, Iceland feels like another planet in the best possible way. Number 3. Bali, Indonesia. Few islands are as beloved or as talked about as Bali. It's a magnet for surfers, yoga lovers, digital nomads, and travelers looking for that sweet spot between natural beauty and cultural depth. Yes, it's busier and more developed than it used to be, but the island's soul is still very much alive. Volcanoes cloaked in forest form the backdrop to green rice terraces that step down the hillsides, while beaches range from black volcanic sand to soft white shores. Scattered among all this are Balinese temples, traditional villages, and lively tourist towns. High on the cliffs, Uluwatu Temple looks out over the sea and offers some of the most iconic sunset views in all of Bali, a moment where the island's spiritual side and natural beauty meet. Number 2. Santorini, Greece. There's a reason Santorini appears on so many postcards. This volcanic island is instantly recognizable, with its whitewashed houses and blue-domed churches clinging to the steep caldera cliffs, all overlooking the deep blue Aegean Sea. Wander through the narrow lanes of Oya, where balconies and terraces stack above one another, each framing another perfect view. Relax on volcanic beaches with black or red sand, then board a sleek catamaran to sail into the sunset. Santorini is one of Greece's prettiest islands, so don't be surprised if you spot celebrities and luxury yachts. But the real star is always the view, especially when the sky turns pink and gold at dusk. Number 1. Bora Bora, French Polynesia. At the very top of the list sits Bora Bora, a volcanic island that feels like the ultimate tropical fantasy. The star of the show is its enormous lagoon, a bright turquoise ring of shallow water protected by a coral reef. Around it, perfect white sand beaches and ultra-luxurious resorts create a setting that honeymoon dreams are made of, complete with iconic overwater bungalows. But Bora Bora isn't just a pretty face. Hike the slopes of Mount Pahia or nearby peaks for sweeping 360-degree views over the lagoon, or snorkel among vibrant coral gardens at the northern tip of the island. Join conservation-minded tours to swim with rays and reef sharks, or, if you're scuba certified, dive deeper for thrilling encounters with manta rays and blacktip sharks. In Bora Bora, the water, the views, and the atmosphere all combine into one unforgettable island experience.